Welcome. This is Stephanie with Growing from the Woodpile, and this is the first part of September. Still not full swing fall garden yet. What do I mean by that? I mean that my plants are hardening off. It's still going to be over 100 degrees. This is day 2 of them hardening off. So yesterday, let's see if I can go over here. They got a little bit of sun damage, and they only got out here for an hour. It's over still 100 degrees. So you see a little bit of sun damage on these. So even though it's supposed to be 2 hours today, I think I'm only gonna do an hour and a half, maybe just an hour. Cabbage, kale, bok choy, Swiss chard is what's going on in there. Got chamomile and starflowers and some pink hollyhocks. This is a pink delight and had a watering issue this summer and ended up pulling it out because it died. Went and bought this one. It was supposed to be a Mr. Lincoln, and look at this, supposed to be a big dark red rose, and it's pink. So I am going to reach out to where I bought it from and be like, it's supposed to be dark red and it's pink. It had this tag on it. We just planted it today. And when we planted it, I got, let's see right here. It does say Mr. Lincoln right there. This is a hollyhock here. It's been here all summer. Hasn't really grown, but it's not dead. And there's one sunflower up here that kind of got pushed down when we were planting. So I'm definitely going to reach out to them. It does have lots of buds on it. Anyway, so when I planted it, I did some rose food, some compost, some worm castings, and mixed it all together and got it in today. Still gonna call it my Faye Rose bush in memory of my sister. Some lovely friends of mine gave me this memory chime for my sister. Love it. Anyway, so even though it's a Mr. Lincoln, still gonna call it my Faye Rose bush. Gotta throw the old one away. Coming over here, this whole section had a watering issue. In other words, my kids, when they were trimming up the bougainvillea, cut the water line, not the big one down here, but there's some little dripper lines, and so it was spraying out. Got these zinnias, self-seeded themselves. I went through and replanted sunflowers. Let's just pull this weed while we're here. Everything is super moist, so I do think I need to turn it down, my drip irrigation. Sunflowers I planted, the Minica, they at least survived. I had them all over, and this at least front section survived. Gonna pull this weed. Attempt to pull the weed. All right, gotta get in there. Gotta get the weed. Sunflower. Zinnias again, self-seeded. This is a hollyhock that is dying. I don't know if it has some new growth in there, if it'll bounce back. But that is what's going on up front. I still have a couple of indoor plants. Indoor seed starts. Cauliflower is in there. Oh, there's some amaranth right there. There's broccoli in there too. My hope was for everything to cool down and was going to be able to plant these outside at the end of the week, but it's supposed to be 115 or something by the end of the week, something crazy. So unfortunately, they're getting big. Hopefully they can last another week and a half, because then it's supposed to cool down to the hundreds. I think I planted too early. Even though my chart said I could start indoor starts now, I'm a little concerned that they're just going to bolt in this heat. But let's go check out what we're going on out back. It's not going to be a full garden tour. I just want to show you some highlights. Look at this melon. It's just a little melon. It's almost like a honeydew, but a little bit smaller. I got 3 of them going on right here. Got one right here. Got one right here. Basil's going crazy. Let's check on. My husband keeps asking about the Tabasco peppers. Now they're flowering. So, volunteer tomatillo. There's 2 of them in there, so hopefully they'll be doing it. Ooh, look at these peppers. Look at you, Big Jim. You go. Big Jim's supposed to be more like an Anaheim. It's a dying tomato plant I should probably just pull out. This is my mint. Let's stick my finger in there. You get enough water? Probably need to check you. My strawberry plants that, if you watched a video before, my fault, I added compost and I covered the crowns, so hopefully they'll bounce back. All right, highlights. We're not doing a full garden tour, Stephanie. So green stalks. I did start strawberries inside, going better than I thought it would. And I was thinking about trying to do the strawberries in the green stalk. Oh, there's some bees there. Ooh, lots of bees. Let's just keep walking. So over here, I had issues. We had a big monsoon storm. It came through and it knocked all. Yeah, my garden soil is too wet. Sorry, very ADD distracted. I don't know if I have ADD, so I apologize to people of who I said it, but I'm easily distracted this morning. Anyways, knocked all of them down. You can see I've tried to boost them back up and then kind of mound up the dirt around it, hoping that they will correct themselves. This bed, same problem. But this is what I bought today at the nursery. Bought a packet of tomatoes, a packet of jalapenos, some rosemary, and some spearmint. Tried really hard to control myself. Make sure I didn't buy too many. They're underneath the shade because it is so bloody hot still. Hopefully after this next week. We're only in the hundreds today, but this in 4 days we're supposed to be up to the hundreds and 15s again. So, and then hopefully after that, or mid-September, and hopefully things will chill out. Got some sunflowers, some volunteer tomatoes, some peppers. Oh, keep walking. I bet you can hear the school in the background giving its announcements. All my little, not all of them, but a lot of my seeds I self-planted are coming up. That's a Black Beauty zucchini. Look at this. Are you gonna put on some cucumbers yet? But it looks good. That's half the battle. Over here I did plant cucumbers and nothing's coming up in the back. I think this one in the front did. So, sad that didn't come back up. And dang it, these have no leaves, and that means the stinking grasshoppers have got these, and they're probably just going to die. Come back, you can do it. Oh, look, found a rare soccer ball, and I will send that back to my neighbors in a little bit. That was some very good aim. Now, my beans have took a hit. I'm hoping it just because it was so hot, not that the compost was bad. Because I heard, compost is bad, plant beans in it and you'll know right away. But they were looking really good, but of course it's been really hot. All right, the last thing I wanted to show was, let me walk over here. Okay, so let's see here. Line up here and Don't know if you saw that. Threw the soccer ball back. Did have an arborist come out. Going to have him trim up this tree again. Not showing the pumpkin, but pumpkin's doing really good. Although there's 3 of them in there. I probably need to break it down to 2. So this over here, I thought was, I thought this was a cucumber plant. It's not. It's a melon. I'll have to look back at my records from last year to see what it was. Not quite sure. Hoping it's a Kajari melon. I did have one there. Now this plant, this Roselle hibiscus, so washed out. Hoping it's just because it gets so much sun. Although I probably need to start, I did add compost to all these red buckets, but I probably should dump it out, stir in a bunch of things all the way down. So I only added compost to the top. But that's it for this small garden update. Let's go see what Goose is eating. Oh, he was eating a stick. But he thinks it's always like, I don't want to give it to Mom. I run away, even though he can have the stick. But thank you for learning and growing with the woodpile, where hopefully temperatures will cool down.